If you're dealing with stuffed, clogged, and a lot of pressure in your ear canal, today's video, I'm going to share with you 6 really important steps for you to resolve ear pressure. And it's going to be instantly. These are DIY tips. We'll do them together. And I promise you by the end of today's video, you're going to notice a change in the pressure in your ear. So let's go. Ear pressure, clogged ears is so frustrating, especially when the seasons are changing, or if you've flown, or if you're experiencing cold or upper respiratory infection. These 6 tips are going to greatly reduce the pressure and help open up your ear canals, get the draining, and help you stabilize how you're feeling. Millions of you have watched my assorted ear draining, ear pressure, clogged ear videos. I'm going to throw up the playlist here. If you haven't watched them, I'll link down below. They're all extremely helpful, but today, ear pressure is our topic. And this is a little different than like fluid in your ears. It's pressure. It's feeling that like pressure, sinus pressure, and even clogged related ears can be pressure oriented. So these are going to be 6 ways to resolve it. So first step is going to be a warm compress. You're going to grab a washcloth. We're going to soak it in a warm solution of water and Epsom salts. And the Epsom salts is a trick here because there's magnesium that can transfer topically, transdermally, to help open up. That's going to help reduce some of the pressure. So we kick off this DIY with a warm compress over the ear. The warm compress with Epsom salts is going to help balance the pressure. The heat actually works as a vasodilator. Also, the gentleness of a warm compress over the ear and the ear canal is going to help your skin absorb the magnesium from the Epsom salts. This is a magic kind of bullet here because the vasodilation and the delivery of transdermal magnesium can help motivate the lymphatic system of the sinuses and the eustachian tubes and will really help balance out the pressure, but also release some of that inflammation that's causing that pressure buildup. Now the warm compress, you're going to have that held up on the ear for anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. Often every 2 or 3 minutes, you're going to kind of re-soak, get it warm again, and just gently press up against the ear. Number 2, after you do your warm compress, you're going to grab some oil of oregano. I love this as one of my ear kind of fluid reducers and pressure reducers because oil of oregano has this amazing transdermal capacity to open up the synovial joints. We have 3 bones in the ear. They are hinged bones that have a synovial joint, just like our knees and our hips. The synovial joints will get locked, especially with pressure, and a little dab of oregano oil on a finger and pressing in the back of the ear. So behind the earlobe at the bottom, just doing a little dab of oil oregano, and then I just slather whatever is left on the earlobe, and then right here, never inside the ear canal, but on the outside, I just kind of put a little dab. So whatever is left, one little drop. Generally, folks have sensitivity to oregano oil or oil of oregano, so I recommend adding a carrier oil with it, like an almond oil or coconut oil. Even olive oil is fine because oil of oregano is a hot oil. I can tolerate it, so I don't need to dilute it, and that's why I didn't dilute it here. But generally, for folks that have sensitivities, and you'll know it, you turn red and it can be irritating, but a carrier oil is helpful. That little dab of oil of oregano, you let that kind of do its thing, and then we'll proceed with the next 3 steps are going to help open up the eustachian tubes, really help get popping and fluid moving of the lymphatics and reduce the pressure in the whole sinus cavity and the eustachian tubes. So in this trio of steps, you'll first yawn and make it a big yawn. A lot of times the first yawn will incite another yawn. You just want to do a really big yawn where you're opening up your jaw as wide as you can. And it's not uncommon, you'll kind of hear crackling, especially if you've got a lot of pressure and maybe even a little fluid in there. Next, we're going to yawn, and then we're going to do what I call jaw circles. So you're going to open up, and then you're going to move your jaw. It doesn't matter left or right, right to left doesn't matter, but That helps move those synovial joints. So with the oregano oil on there, after the hot compress, we might be moving any fluid or inflammation, moving that out, helping to release that pressure. Now, often folks will get popping at this point. Next up is what I call the ear tug, yawn, and swallow. So we're going to do that in sequence. So you want to grab your earlobe, you're going to gently tug, yawn, and then swallow. And I like to repeat that 3 to 5 times. If you're hearing crackling and you kind of notice at the swallowing, you get that pressure release, awesome. So you, again, to show you, you pinch very gently, this is not to be hurtful. You want to pinch your earlobe, pull, yawn, and then swallow. And that will help open up the pressure, unclog your ears. My 6th and final step is to finish this process with a saline spray. A saline spray like this Simply Saline Mist, and basically you're going to do 2 squirts of saline spray in each nostril. I'm going to tilt my head to get it through the sinus cavities. What saline does is it helps to lubricate sometimes drier sinus passages. That tends to lead to inflammation and can cause the pressure. Also, with temperature changes or environmental changes, the saline will also reduce mucus that ends up harboring bacteria that can sometimes lead to an infection. Saline spray is awesome, especially if you have allergies or allergens in your environment. Saline is a great finisher to the 6-step DIY process to reduce ear pressure. If you found this helpful, comment down below, especially as we did that together. If you did get some ear pressure reduction or ear popping, let others know. It's so affirming for others to read your comments. And that's one of the things that's been so successful with a lot of my ear pressure, clogged ears, fluid buildup in the ear videos, are all of you commenting on the success of my DIY tips. To which I'm so grateful for all of you who comment and actively participate here on my channel. And if you are new, I hope you'll hit that follow button and follow along as I recommend other great health and wellness focused tips to help you be healthy and well this awesome year. Thanks again for tuning in. Beyond grateful, and I hope you get the relief needed. Have a great day, everybody. See you on our next video.